You are in the middle of an argument. You know you are right. You have felt this way for months. You have rehearsed this exact conversation in your head 100 times. And right now, you finally have the chance to say it. But the moment they raise their voice, your mind goes completely blank. Not a single word, not a single thought, just silence and a spinning loading screen where your brain used to be. You stand there, frozen, mouth open, eyes wide, looking like you have absolutely nothing to say. And then, 3 hours later in the shower, every single perfect word comes flooding back at once. Every argument you should have won, every sentence you should have said, all arriving exactly 3 hours too late. If this has happened to you, not once, not twice, but every single time there is conflict in your life, you are not slow. You are not bad at communicating. You do not have nothing to say. You have an overwired mind, and your overwired mind is doing something completely automatic and completely biological the moment it senses a social threat. Welcome to the Overwired Mind. Today we are breaking down the freeze response, exactly why your brain literally unplugs your ability to speak during conflict, what is happening to you inside your nervous system, and the exact 3-step time bridge framework to get your words back before you walk away from the argument. Here's what is actually happening inside your overwired brain. When your brain senses a sudden social threat, someone raising their voice, someone putting you on the spot, someone attacking your character in front of others, your amygdala smashes the panic button. It floods your entire nervous system with cortisol. Your body is now in full survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze. But here's the part that nobody ever tells you. To save every available unit of energy for surviving the threat, your brain makes a split-second decision. It temporarily shuts down your prefrontal cortex. That is the exact part of your brain responsible for logic, forming sentences, accessing your vocabulary, and reasoning clearly. Your words are not gone. Your intelligence is not gone. Your argument is not gone. Everything is still there, locked behind a biological blast door. And no amount of trying harder, concentrating more, or pressuring yourself to speak will open that door while the cortisol is still flooding your system. You cannot think your way out of a biological shutdown. That is not weakness, that is science. Your brain is not betraying you, it is protecting you. The biological freeze response is not a character flaw. It is your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do, redirecting every available resource away from speaking and towards surviving the threat in front of you. And that is exactly why your perfect comeback only arrives 3 hours later in the shower. Once you are finally alone, once you are finally safe, once you are finally still, the cortisol begins to clear. The blast doors slowly lift. Your prefrontal cortex switches back on, and every single word you needed, every argument, every sentence, every perfectly formed thought comes rushing back all at once. You are not slow. You are not bad at conflict. You are not someone who has nothing to say. You have a brilliant, overwired mind that simply needs to feel safe before it allows you to speak. The freeze response is not a flaw in your character. It is a feature of your nervous system, one that kept your ancestors alive for thousands of years. You just need to learn how to work with it instead of being ambushed by it every single time an argument starts. The next time your mind goes blank, remember the time bridge. Exit with your line, clear with your body, return with your script. Your words were never gone. They were just waiting for the coast to be clear. You are not broken. You never were. Subscribe for weekly frameworks on the psychology of the deeply feeling mind. And if this video finally explains something you've been frustrated and confused about your whole life, share it with one person who needs to hear this today. I'll see you in the next one.